Hi folks, welcome. 21st of January 2020. There's something nice, isn't it, about saying 2020? I like it. 2020. I went to the optician once, not so long ago. And the optician was looking into my eyes and he said, "Well, Mr. Leach, you've got better than 2020 vision. You've got, in fact, 2015 vision." I said, "Really?" 2020, a year of vision. Where are you going? So what I'm doing, not a very exciting video, I'm afraid, for you, but what I'm doing is I'm just about to do some raw glazing here. I've just done, I'll show you quickly. Yes, so these are some, as you see, some tankards, just a few little ladies' mugs there, in Celadon. And then I've got also some little bud vases there that have, these have all been, they're complete now. In fact, these are going to be put in the kiln tomorrow. They've just got a little bit of wood ash underneath. These are very slightly different. You see there, they've got a little bit of exposed clay on the bottom, which is in fact sprayed with wood ash. Just adds a nice touch, I think. Contrast. It's all about contrast, isn't it? So that's those. And then these guys here, some of these tea bowls, which I'm going to do it in a moment. I've got some of my milky white glaze here, not much left. I've had to empty my bigger bucket and put it into the small one. It's always a good idea to have some smaller buckets in your studio for those kind of incidences. Over here on this wheel, I've just actually, as you can see, I've cleaned the thing out. I only have to clean it out about once every 3 months, but that was totally filled up around here. And oh yeah, I want to show you this. My good friend Freddie Moretti, hi Freddie, down there in Florida, arrived in the mail this contraption. What on earth is that? Well, that is because he's got one of these fancy 3D printers, you see. So this was my hand-done effort. Well, this was really an experiment, as we talked about the other day, you know, to put that on the outside of those mugs, Penns Valley. So he's got a 3D printer, so he did me that. Let's put it in a bit of clay, see what it comes out like. It's going to be a bit soft, the clay, actually. Oh yeah, I was actually doing it here. Let me just let's make it nice and smooth again. This is arguably a bit soft, and I think it's a good idea with these kind of things. Yeah, I'm going to wet it like that. Okay, Freddie, here goes. There it is. Yeah, you want to wet it, otherwise it, not that this is actually like a piece of clay going to be absorbent, but so that is actually, where's my other one? Oh yeah, that's actually different than the one that I had, because mine is actually, like that, you'll see the difference. So mine is like raised up, whereas this one is like sunk down in. There you are, Freddie. Next project. Yeah, when I look at mine, of course mine is, you see, is hand carved, so you see the letters are a little less precise, perhaps. Not altogether. $20.20. Yeah, I mean, this is not one I would use really, but it was just an experiment. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you those two guys. Thanks, Freddie. I'll be on the phone to you any day now about that. Just thought I'd share that with everybody. So yeah, so just some of these. So these tea bowls I did the other day, just on the inside, you see. And I just quickly wiped them over. What I'm going to do now is just going to dip the outside. I'm going to dip it down to the change of angle there, and maybe just a little further. Let's see if we can do that. Good job of that. Give that a stir. Hang on a minute, I'm going to move these. Ugh. These big buckets are in the way here. We'll move them down. That's it. Now we can get the camera there. That's better. That's better. Right, okay. I always give them just a little bit of a blow off. I do find though with the raw clay, it doesn't seem to accumulate dust quite as badly as the bisqueware. So straight down. You'll find it quite difficult to dip down and get it absolutely perfectly level all the way around. Then you're going to ask yourself, can I cope with that? Can I cope with looking at it and it's not exactly level? Well, I think we can. I'll try to get them level, you know. Just give them a little shake like that. Let the excess run off. Yes, so here's a point just to bring out, and that is, you'll notice the top there. When I dip the inside, here on the inside, okay, imagine I've just done the inside. And then what I do is I wipe off like that, you see, just to take off the excess glaze that is on the top. Now, the question is, how far over the lip do you wipe off? Because when I'm dipping down now, you'll see the glaze just comes over the lip here on the inside, but not, if I'd removed too much of the glaze when wiping off down along on the inside, you then get a gap where the glaze doesn't quite, they don't meet up, you see. You don't really want that. So now that's really trial and error, and you've got to just learn that yourself. So I like to just wipe it over like this, so you see that Hope you can see that there. The amount that is wiped off. I find that to be about right for the next operation, which is to dip this. Now when you want to dip this, you want to make sure that you're not at an angle like that. I'm exaggerating now, okay, but you don't want to go in like that, okay, because you'll just get the glaze come right up on the inside here. You don't want that. So you want to make sure you can get it reasonably level. It's a small detail that, but it can be perhaps annoying. Alright, so you see the outside glaze here has just overlapped what was on the inside. It's difficult to get it just absolutely spot on, so there's no, yeah, there is a little bit of a double thickness just here. I'm not seeing it right on the top though of the lip here where I'm going to be drinking from. It's just a little bit further down. It's not really going to show or be noticeable, so it's okay. You know, I mean, when I started doing the raw glazing, that's just something you just got to figure out, you see. So there you see the wipe off over the top, how that extends just down on the inside a touch. Don't want to have that wiped down too much, because I have had some pieces come out. In fact, I've got something I can show you to highlight what I'm trying to say. Okay. So here I was drinking a cup of tea earlier, and here's a mug. All right, this is a mug that I use because it's not 100% round. It's gone off around a bit, so it's the one I use in the house. But now let me see if we can see this just here where my finger is. I don't know if you can notice that. Just there's a little bit of you see the clay there. It's just the outside bit of glaze here didn't quite meet up with the glaze on the inside. Yeah, it's just there at that point. Just at that point there, you can see that's what happens, you see. So just something to be aware of. Something to be aware of. There's the little tricks of the trade that, you know, oftentimes they're your own little tricks. They're not little things that you learn as you go. So shake the drips off sufficiently, otherwise you're going to get a lot of drips running down, you see. Okay. To hold it down, then hold it for about 4 or 5 seconds and then bring it up. So with these I'll just do some brushwork decoration. Are we in the picture? Are we in the picture? I think we're in the picture, yeah. So my next video after this, I don't know if we'll do a video. I'm going to be out packing these in the kiln and firing a kiln. My little kiln. I don't know if that'll be the next video, but anyway, in the upcoming, maybe the one after that, we're going to be, as I said, I'd emptied out the wheel, because I'm going to be taking that wheel downtown into our local cafe down in the town. I was talking to Dennis down there, saying, "Hey Dennis, we should have some proper handmade mugs down here." So he said, "Yeah, that'd be great." So then we got onto the subject of me making some mugs for these. So the name of the cafe is called the Inglebean. The Inglebean. So, because I actually had a stamp. Here it is. This is done in wood actually. So there's this. This is the Inglebean man walking along the train tracks. Inglebean. So let's just take a piece of clay, put it on this board here, on this bat rather, and I'm going to take this and press it into there. Let's do it. Hang on, put the camera down there so you can see. So I'm going to be making some mugs, you see, and then putting a soft pad of clay on the outside of the mug. It's probably going to be a mug, something like that actually. But what I'll do is, when they're leather hard, I will put a soft pad of clay. Let's turn it around. Imagine this is a leather hard pot, you see. I'll make sure that the stamp's going to go opposite the handle. Get him in the right place. Alright, and then what I'll do is I'll take my Inglebean man stamp and just push him on. Maybe I'll do a better job next time. That's not a very good job, is it? Yeah, it's not that easy always necessarily to get a real good sort of crisp stamp with a... That's not good, is it? I'm not happy with that. Got to redo it now. Probably got, as I got too much clay there, but this is just to show you what I'm going to be doing. So you stick him on there. Stick him on there, something like that, and then take the Inglebean man there. Oh well, anyway, you get the picture. Alright, so he's going to have that on the mug. We did some of these for our local weavers store. You'll remember these maybe. Good old weavers store up the road, the best hardware store this side of, I don't know, this side of San Francisco. I don't know. You see, so you take a soft pad of clay, softer than the leather hard clay here. you apply a soft pad, and then you're going to take your stamp and push it in. It doesn't have to be made of wood, can be made of clay. Okay. So anyway, just to bring you up to speed, that's what we're going to be doing. Taking the wheel. Anyway, I was talking to my friend Dennis Allen down there at the Inglebean, who runs it. We have our open mic down there and everything. I said, hey Dennis, I tell you what, why don't I actually bring my wheel down here and I'll actually make the mugs here in the coffee shop. He said, yeah, that's a brilliant idea. So that's what we're going to do. Now I'm thinking, why did you volunteer to do that? That thing's heavy. That wheel is heavy. I have to open up the door here, bring my trailer in, and we'll load it on. Anyway, and so I'm going to be we'll do a video from down there in the Ingleby. Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when we do it. Well, you'll see me down there. Yes. So this one has got like a pattern, like a paddled design. So this one I'm just going to take the glaze over the top, but not down over the pattern, you see. So this has got to be a bit more of a challenge because I've got to make sure I get it reasonably straight, you see. It's not always easy to get it straight. You'd think by now I would be able to get it straight, but it's very difficult to get it dead straight. But you know, it's okay, we're not. It doesn't have to be like mathematically, geometrically, whatever, straight, does it? So long as it's sort of. And then this one is one with oh, it's got 2018 on the bottom. Must have made that. Wow, 2018. That's been around, hasn't it? It's been around over a year. Okay, doesn't matter. It's as good as if it was made yesterday. What the heck? No. Hold. How did I do? Oh, not too bad. See, you find a technique. Let's do one more, then I better quit this video. Otherwise, we're getting to run over time. That wouldn't be a good idea, would it? Oh, I haven't actually shown you my. Never mind. I'm trying to get into the habit of telling you what's going on ahead of the video rather than at the end of the video, because I know some people. They don't stick around to the end. They haven't got time. Nobody's got time these days. Everyone's in a rush. Everyone's on their flipping phone. Everyone's distracted. They've got no time. Right. Before time completely goes. Quick! There you go. Leach treadle wheels taking orders, 50% deposit for end of March completion. If you're interested, write to me. Keep practicing workshops are ongoing. Choose a date and write to me. See if that date is available. March is full. Website Simon Leach Pottery. No, not website. Email address simonleachpottery@gmail.com. Yes, host me in your studio if you fancy that. I can come to you wherever you are. You need to write to me and we'll discuss the details, the price and the fees, etc. That's not to an individual person's studio, that is to like a cooperative studio that run workshops, you know. Alright, that's my email on the bottom there, simonleachpottery.com. That's it. Nothing more to say, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me here as I ramble on about this and that. Hope you're entertained and enlivened and encouraged and inspired and all those good things. Okay? Keep practicing. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.